Do your ab workouts take too much time? Do they really give you the results that you want? If you feel like you're not making progress, then hear my story. My abs are not world class by any means, but they are visible year round. I don't have to diet down for them to be seen, and I have built this by training for a max of 2 minutes per week with no crunches and no planks. And if you click this, you probably feel like you could improve yours. If that interests you, keep watching. I'll go over my philosophy, the pitfalls of the most common approaches to ab training I see, and how I perform and program this one exercise for continuous progress. Hey, welcome to the channel. My name's John. I'm here sharing my experience with you to help you apply these lessons to your own life so that you can train, move, and improve yourself. The most common approach to ab or core training, as it's called, is this. People go on YouTube, they search ab workout or something like that, and the top results are one very specific type of video, the 10-minute follow-along routine. Why are these the most popular video? Is it because they're scientifically proven to be the best way to develop core? Nope. Is it because they're how the creators themselves build their core strength? Also guaranteed no. I'm extremely confident that none of the creators of any of these videos do these routines with any regularity. Prove me wrong in the comments if you can. These are the most popular type of video because they exploit the YouTube algorithm. They are follow-alongs so that you watch them multiple times and rewind. This leads to an inflated watch time statistic, so YouTube then recommends it to more people. That's the only reason. They make these videos because they produce good YouTube results, not because they actually produce strong cores. Now, no hard feelings if you do enjoy these types of routines. If you like it and it works for you, then keep doing it. I'm not here to question your experience, but here's what I observe. First of all, most people don't love these. Rather, they feel a sense of obligation to do it for the results they think that it gives. People also spend a large amount of time doing these. 10 minutes is not quick to work out one muscle group if you're a beginner, especially done as a daily routine, which is what most of these videos recommend. This is the shameless rinse and repeat marketing trick from your shampoo bottle. They want you to watch it every day. 70 minutes a week is more than half of the time I devote to all of my hypertrophy training combined. Imagine wanting to grow your biceps and jumping straight into a 70 minutes a week bicep training circuit. No one would do this. You could just do 2 sets of bicep curls twice a week for about a total of 8 minutes and get very, very good results. People who do these do not seem to progress year on year. The same scissor kicks or plank holds that they were doing at the beginning are still challenging years later, and the abs lack much size or strength development over time. This is due to 2 main problems with the circuit style of training. First of all, it trains aerobic and anaerobic endurance, not strength. The work volume is too high and the rest time too low to put in a truly max effort. You have to save energy for 9 more exercises afterwards. This is much more like how distance runners train. They get great at distance running. Do they develop general strength and size in their legs? Nope. They get stiff and they have overuse injuries across the board unless they apply strength and mobility methods on the side. Second, these circuits do not emphasize progressive overload. This is the single most important principle for physical training. You must progressively increase the stimulus slowly over time to force the body to adapt. Doing the same routine will give you initial results and long-term stagnation. Doing the same routine, but adding 1 pound each time, will let you progress for a very long time. But these exercises are not ones that are easy to overload in a systematic way. So, how do we construct an ab routine that actually works, has nothing unnecessary, is easy to progress over time, and is actually quick and convenient? Let's first discuss the principles and then practically how to apply them into a training program. Principle 1, prioritize long-term strength gains. I believe that most of you want to actually get strong. Whether you just want a six-pack or whether you want to build a stronger core for other sports, the actual physical attribute that delivers those outcomes is muscular strength. Strength is built by contracting the muscles through a large range of motion, progressing in difficulty every session for years. It's not built by adding extra sets or time on plank holds. Abs are no different than any other muscles. The people who you look up to with strong arms didn't get it by holding a dumbbell at 90 degrees for 2 minutes. They did curls. People with strong legs didn't do 2-minute wall sits. They did squats. So you need to move the core under load. Principle number 2, less is more. Don't spread your energy too thinly. It's better to choose 1 exercise and get brutally strong at it than to choose 10 and make no measurable progress. 1 is enough for most trainees and is what I do and have always done. I think 2 to 3 exercises would be fine, but I legitimately can't think of 3 high-quality core exercises that meet all of the criteria that we want here. We want any exercise to be scalable for beginners, progressively overloadable in the long term, can be done with minimal equipment, and utilize a large range of motion. The one I do is the hanging leg raise, and the only other one I'd actually recommend is the weighted sit-up. However, those have given me trouble with an inguinal hernia in the past, so I avoid them now. Comment below if you have another core exercise that meets these criteria. We can all learn from you. So So now let's apply these principles and make a program. Choose one exercise and get very good at it. I like the hanging knee raise and its variations. Hang from a bar. Allow your hip joint to relax, feeling a light stretch in the abs and hip flexors. Contract all of your ab muscles to bring your knees up towards your armpits. Perform the motion slow enough to avoid utilizing momentum, but it doesn't have to be extremely slow. Lower with control, but again, don't get crazy on eccentric times. We'll add intensity by progressing the range of motion and then the weight, not by adding more time under tension, which just trains endurance anyways. Lift your legs as high as you can for 10 to 15 repetitions, aiming to reach muscular failure within that rep range. Then continue to do partial repetitions until the range of motion is very small. If you feel very fatigued or a pump in your ab muscles, you're probably doing it right. Rest a whole week and then do it again. You should find that you can add a rep or progress the intensity every single session. Methods of progression. You might start out being able to reach less than 90 degrees with your knees bent. First, progress the range of motion until you can touch your knees to your chest. Then you have two paths. The first is adding weight. I like to hold an adjustable dumbbell between my knees. Whenever I hit more than 12 reps at a given weight, I add 1 kilo the next time. Or you can progress by straightening your legs. This also increases the intensity but doesn't require any more equipment. It will also work your hip flexor and quad mobility. Note that you can expect extreme cramps in these muscles when you start for the first time, until you can reach your toes to the bar. Like, no joke, it'll be absolutely heinous at first. You just gotta push through it. As a bonus, once you've progressed over a few months, you can add drop sets. So start with, say, 20 pounds held between your knees, or the straight leg version, and do 10 to 15 reps until failure. Then take a few breaths and do another drop set of just bodyweight knee raise until failure. Using this exact method, I started with body weight, and now 20 sessions later, I'm lifting a 22 kilo dumbbell. This is the key to actual progress, undeniable strength gains. If you train like this, you'll have evidence that you're actually getting stronger over time. Don't just chase a burn, chase progress. Finally, let's talk nutrition. If your abs get strong and big, they're more likely to show through your belly fat. Of course, if you have a large layer of fat, at some point your abs will not show through. I don't ever cut weight. I have a reasonable, sustainable body fat percentage that lets me make progress, perform, and my abs are always there without having to diet down to reveal them. I'll make more nutrition-based videos in the future, but in simple terms, here's my one-sentence diet advice. If it was made by humans, it is not fit for humans. Evolution does not happen in reverse. If humans made it, it didn't make humans. That means only consuming animals, plants, fungi, and water. Follow this one principle with reasonable consistency, and I don't think you'll have any trouble maintaining a weight that you're happy with. I'm not shredded. I still have love handles. I don't count my calories. I eat to satiety whenever I'm hungry. You can have abs without hating your diet. The key is bodybuilding your abs. Grow them like any other muscle with intensity and progressive overload, and fall in love with the process. If you need help on your fitness journey, send me a DM on Twitter. I'm doing free consults right now to get you on the right track to a healthier you. Thanks so much for watching, and stay strong out there.